What's up? We back with the first episode of Lux's Unfiltered Room. We about to have a lot of different topics, different movements, different vibes for y'all. As y'all can see, we already started sipping, we already started chilling, so
yes, sir.
We're not even gonna take too much longer. This is my boy Kai right here. He gonna be the one shooting the first episode with us. So let's just get straight to it.
Word.
First, we're gonna do a little cheers to the first episode.
Come on, man. Cheers.
Ooh, that shit burn a little. All right. So the first thing I want to start off by asking is like, why you think people cheat?
Honestly, I think people cheat is completely, it's an individual thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it really has anything to do with the other person. And I think that people use the other person to justify it, but it comes down to a couple simple things, bro. It's unsatisfaction, it's ego, and it's insecurity. That's really why I think people cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really like I'm not satisfied by you because I don't know how to be satisfied with the shit in front of me, or I need to do this because it makes me feel better about myself. I feel like I have an advantage if I do this, or like it just makes me feel, you know what I'm saying? Like it makes me feel good. Like just chasing that, you know what I'm saying? Like just chasing the next dopamine hit or chasing the next like accomplishment. You know what I'm saying? I think it's solely individual. Like I really don't think that another person really makes you cheat. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Nah, I feel you. Me personally, I just feel like the reason why people cheat nowadays, at least in this generation, is because there's too many options. You know what I mean? People feel like the grass is always going to be green on the other side.
Okay.
They could be rocking with you for mad long, and they see somebody else that might have a little bit more. Then magically, y'all start having problems in your relationship. Magically, we argue too much.
Right.
When was this ever a situation?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just, I feel like if people didn't have so many options, people wouldn't be cheating. Like, I can't really reciprocate too much because you was kind of head on what you said when you said what you said. But I also just feel like people get to a certain statue and they just feel like it's the right thing to do to have more. You get what I'm saying? Like, nigga, this is not Africa.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's completely, like, one of the main things is unsatisfaction. Like, they just get to a point in their life where it's like, I gotta have more. Like, I don't know how to be satisfied.
But you gotta keep it interesting.
True.
At the same time in a relationship. You get what I'm saying?
Very true.
Because it's like in the beginning of the relationship, you buying flowers, the sex is lit, everything's spontaneous.
Right.
2-3 years go by, shit is boring. Y'all niggas fucking like old people.
Right.
Ain't no love text, ain't nothing, nothing interesting.
That's definitely
That's what be driving other people's minds to somebody else.
Now, I'm gonna agree with you there and say that, like, that's definitely where your mind starts to wander. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start to entertain the idea of cheating, but at the end of the day, it's like, not saying that those things aren't requirements, but those things that you stop doing that are requirements, it's like you still have to make the conscious decision to say, all right, instead of trying to fix those things or address those things, I'm just gonna go and find better. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's like when it comes to relationships and loyalty, like the opposite of that is like, that is something that you got to do mentally. Like, whether it's good or bad, like, you really have to make the conscious decision to say, okay, I'm going to continue to show up. I'm going to continue to do this. And even make the conscious decision to say, you know what, this isn't working, and I would rather just part ways with you. But people don't be wanting to do that because they don't know how to have that type of conversation. So it's like, you end up, you know what I'm saying? You end up texting the next person, you still with this person. But I will agree with you and say, definitely when it comes to things that start lacking in a relationship, especially things that was there initially, when those things start lacking, it makes your mind wander. But I just don't think that pushes you to cheat. Like, I think it gets your mind there.
It's like,
but
it's
you
like the
still
starting
have
point.
to. It's a starting point. You know what I'm saying? It makes it easier to entertain. I'll say that's what I'll say about it.
Now, how do you feel about, like, would you rather have kids when you younger or when you older? Like, you know.
I mean, me personally, younger. You know what I'm saying? I have a son, and I had my son when I was 23 years old. You feel me? And think about it. In 20 years, when he's getting to that age where he's grown, I'm still only going to be 43. Like, I know people like to say that that's old nowadays, but it's really not.
Yeah.
It's not at all. I would absolutely say have kids when you're young, just from a personal experience. Like, I get why people say have kids when you're older, you're more stable, you know a lot more. But I just don't want to be 60, 70 years old and my kid is only in their early teens. You feel me? Like, I want to be able to enjoy their life with them, give them game while I'm still able to have sound mind, sound body, and all that.
Yeah, now I feel that because it's like I got a lot of people that be telling me like, "Yo, when you gonna have a kid?" And I be thinking about it because you know
Right.
I love kids. I want to have a kid myself, but I also have those few people that's like, "Bro, you on a run right now? Like, enjoy your run, travel, spend your
That's
bread,
a
do
fact,
this,
though.
do that."
That is a fact.
And it's like, I think about that, but then I also kind of think about like what you said. Like, I don't want to be having a kid when I'm like 30, 35. By the time they 10, I'm 40.
Right.
Like, it's not old.
Right.
But it's like, I want to be able to have the free time and like the body strength to be able to do certain
Exactly.
things. So
I think it's definitely, there's pros and cons to either way you try, like either way you choose. Like, if you have kids young, if you have kids old,
everything happens on its own time, man. When it's supposed to. You get what I'm saying? So
exactly. And I think another thing about it is, like, when it comes to kids, when it comes to marriage, when it comes to any really big life decision, you really never ready.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you're gonna wait till you ready, you never gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like you said, all life decisions you never ready, bro. No matter what business you start, no matter what car you get, no matter who you date, that shit, it feels like you got everything figured out when you first doing it, but as time keeps going, you like, damn, like
That's what I'm saying.
I still got a lot to learn.
That's what I'm saying. You could always, there's always gonna be a reason to not start. There's always gonna be a reason to not have kids. There's always gonna be a reason to not get married. There's always gonna be a reason to not start the business. And you really just gotta make that decision within yourself. Like, okay, are these reasons gonna always continue to prohibit me, or am I just gonna say, despite all that, we ball? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really how you decide to take that.
So, who you feel? First of all, I'm about to take a shot.
Let's do it.
I'm
You know
about
what
to
I'm saying?
take a shot. First of all, as y'all can see, we've been trying to get ready. You feel me? First episode, niggas a little nervous, but we opening up. You feel me? This is the first one, so hope y'all rocking with us.
Yeah,
Make sure
I'm
y'all
feeling
subscribe.
Cool, not
You feel me? We gonna have a lot more stuff coming.
Word.
My fault. All right.
Let's do it.
So, boom,
Cheers.
boom.
Come on.
Now, a nigga done forgot what he was about to say, but it's okay though. You feel me? This is what we do.
Right. This is part of the process.
You feel me?
This is part of the process.
But I got a question though.
Okay.
Why you think that like a lot of women expect for niggas to be like 100? There's no 50-50 no more. Like before, back in the day, I remember growing up, hearing my parents' story and my parents' friends' story. They used to talk about like, yo, me and my wife did this and this to get where we was at, and now we got this. Nowadays, it's like she be expecting you to put the whole 100 and still make it.
Right.
Why do you feel like that is? Who do you feel like is to blame for that scenario?
That's a good question. I'm not gonna lie. I really feel like it's the culture. And when I say the culture, I mean the music, it's the social media. Like, I think there is a narrative painted where they try to take traditional roles that they had before, where a man did this and a woman did that, but they kind of distort them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even, this is a disclaimer. I'm not even saying that a man shouldn't do this, and that, or that a man shouldn't go 100. But I just feel like the expectation around it, when it comes to like not even seriously dealing with a man, and it's just like that's what you expect off the rip. I do feel like that comes from the hot girl era, the soft girl era. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just gonna put it on the women either. Like the dudes too. Like they get into the whole alpha male, red pill vibe. Like, it comes from both sides. You know what I'm saying? But I really do feel like it comes from the culture. I feel like it comes from the social media. I feel like it comes from the content that we consume, the ideas that circulate, the ideas that's popular and get clicks. And you know what I'm saying? We absorb that every day, so it just kind of starts to imprint on us.
And nah, you definitely
but
right.
It's not a problem though. I'm not even going to
It is a problem. No.
Okay.
It's
Let me hear you. Let me hear you.
It's a problem because nowadays a nigga that got a regular job or a regular source of income, they look at him like he's less than. He could be a great dude. You get what I'm saying? But it's just like in his situation, he wasn't set up to have everything the way other niggas was, so he gotta maybe work a little harder.
Okay.
And they don't see that. They would rather sit here and just be with some trap nigga, be with some scamming nigga. That's eventually where it's gonna catch up to them.
You know where that come from though?
But it come from social media.
Exactly.
It come from the internet.
And you know what social media teach you with that? Instant gratification. You're not trying to wait. Like, I feel like people are trained to not have to wait for good things to come. They're not trained to wait no more for the dopamine hit or for the success or for the results. Because
everybody want it now.
Exactly.
Everybody want it now, but
you can't always get the now from a 9-to-5 type of dude.
The problem is you can. And that's what people don't understand.
Okay.
You can get the now from a 9-to-5 nigga.
Okay.
It depends on how much he want to be with you. A nigga that got a regular job that really want to be with you is going to take the time out of his day to just make you feel special. True. A lot of niggas think that you got to have a lot of money, or they think you got to have it all to treat somebody the right way.
It's just intention.
And it's really just the basic stuff that people don't realize. It's flowers, it's chocolates, it's checkups, it's calls, it's
a
dates,
random
it's
date.
small stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like men try to go back to that, but it's after they done tried to be that nigga, that hard nigga. They tried to be the one that was messing with all of these women and sleeping with all these women and had all these money, trapping. That only get you but so far. You get what I'm saying? And
this
it's like
excitement is cool. Like, it make you feel a little.
You won't find nobody
like,
that want to actually stay with you.
Right.
The problem is they always with you for a specific reason.
Right.
Just like when we going back to the conversation of being with somebody, being with a girl that smoke versus being with a girl that don't smoke.
Right.
It's a huge difference. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, I personally feel like when it goes back to the 50-50 thing, they look at men nowadays as like, if you don't have all your stuff together, you're not paying your own bills, you don't have your own car, you don't have your own crib at damn near 25, 21, you not good enough for me. When it's just like, you be surprised how much income I'm bringing in. You be surprised how much bills I'm paying, how much I'm doing. But it's like, the world right now is not set up for us to be in a position to where a regular nigga could just go out and buy a crib with a 9-to-5. Banks don't even want to give niggas a loan no more.
30 years ago, yeah, that's cool. You could really go find yourself a little minimum wage job, a decent paying job.
Bro.
And work, save up.
I see the memes all the time. You know I should have bought a crib when I was 8.
Yo, for real,
I should have invested.
I was over here in 4th grade playing Cool Math. I should have been
second grade. I should have bought some crypto. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like real
now
talk.
It's like, bro, they don't set you up to win no more.
Nah,
they kind of just set you up to cope and coast with life to where like you still need a job, you still need to do something for the government. You get what I'm saying? Like
I really like how you said cope, because it's like you really like they really do set you up to just kind of get by and like almost like adapt to what the system is set up to be. You know what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to be not even satisfied with it, but just like, you know what, I'm gonna accept it. Like this is just.
But what's crazy is that as a man, you accept it. As a woman, you gotta find a man that figures out how to get around accepting it. You get what I'm saying? Because as a woman, it's just like, I'm gonna find a nigga that could fill up gas in my Benz. I'm gonna find a nigga that could feed me lobsters and red steaks every day.
And I'm not gonna lie though, the thing is with that, that's a timeless attribute. Like it, and we was having this conversation like early. There's two types of men in this world. It's men who figure it out, and it's men who don't. You know what I'm saying? It's men who make excuses, and it's men who make moves. It's really what it is. It's not no alpha male, red pill, none of that. It's just like, it's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta really look at your circumstances. You gotta look at the environment that you in, and you have a choice subconsciously to make. I'm either just gonna bend down to the system that's in front of me, or I'm gonna say no.
I'm a bend down to the system in front of me. You gonna do what?
I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
To the system
but it's funny, but it ain't. No, like
but I get what you're saying. I get what you say.
You going to either accept what's in front of you, or you going to look beyond that and say, nah, like, this don't work for me.
Nah,
I'm going to go against the grain.
Facts.
There's really only two types. You got the one who going to go with the flow, and the one who going, nah, I'm swimming upstream while everybody else swimming down. You know what I'm saying? And women are always going to gravitate to the men who say, not only am I going to go against the grain or swim upstream, but I'm going to make results out of that. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad thing to say, but fellas, I'm going to tell you this right now. You either going to figure it out or you not. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be the story that you got. It's either going to be, yeah, he got it, he figured it out despite the odds, or, yo, he just could never figure it out. It was always the economy. It was always this. It was always that. Da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be an excuse there. And it's like, you really have to make that choice whether you're going to let that excuse pin you down, no diddy, or just like, you're going to rise above that. You feel me?
And it's hard to sit here and really go back and forth and determine who was put in better positions and who wasn't, because we don't know everybody's backstory.
You're right.
And I'm not going to get into detail. We can save that for another episode if y'all really care about it. But not everybody got everything good. Just because it looked like somebody's living good, it doesn't mean that they always started there.
Right.
And a lot of women don't realize that. It's like, okay, you with a $100,000 nigga, you with $1 million nigga, you can't expect for him to spend 24 hours of his time with you. He got to go out and make money at some point in time.
How you think he made
like,
$1 million?
Ladies, if you talking to somebody and he can text you all day, he could call you all day, he's always free for you, it don't mean that he loves you. It may mean the nigga don't got nothing going on, because somebody that's actually doing something do not have time to be calling you and blowing your phone up all day.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and it's the reality of it. And when I first saw that when I was a little younger, I got upset, because I'm like, man, I'll be texting her all day and calling her all day and blah, 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 blah. But when I was younger, I had a little motion, but I didn't have what I have now. Now that I'm busy, I'll be lucky for real if I get to sit on the phone with my girl and not fall asleep. If I get to call her and I'm not doing a million other things.
Right.
When you really got stuff going on, you're not sitting on the phone. So what this all goes back to say is that if you want to be with a nigga that's going to do 100, expect for it to have a whole different relationship. He not finna have time for you.
Right.
He's probably gonna cheat on you. He's probably don't care about all the stuff you got going on when it come to your job, your family, because he's making enough to secure y'all being okay, and that's all he care about.
Right.
You going 50-50 with somebody is way different, in my opinion, due to the simple fact that both of y'all have to rely on each other.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? It's not 100%. Just one person doing everything and like, if he fall, we both fall. No.
100%.
You get what I'm saying? It's supposed to be, if he fall, I got him. If she fall, I got her.
Right.
But nowadays, y'all so focused on social media and these damn BBLs and Quavo and fucking Youngboy and No Cap and all these niggas that can afford to be with multiple people. We are regular people. I think that y'all be forgetting that. You get what I'm saying? You get a little come up, you get a little move. We are still regular people. There's no reason why a regular nigga should have 3-4 baby mamas and the niggas at the club every weekend.
Not at all. Not at all.
And you talking about, and you want to go 100 with this nigga? You got this nigga buying Jolly Ranchers and lollipop drinks at Main Street, and you want to go 100 with a nigga that's like this.
And that's just, yo, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, shout out to the ladies for this, but it comes at a detriment sometimes. Y'all will always see the potential. Y'all will always see what the circumstance could be. Sometimes you just gotta look at what's in front of you.
Facts.
Men too. Yo, sometimes you really
I'm not blaming the men no more.
I'm not even blaming them.
I'm not blaming the men no more.
Look at what's in front of you. You feel me?
I'm not blaming the men no more, because niggas is gonna like who they like. And a nigga could look at a woman and tell like if he just wanna fuck or if he actually wanna be with her.
True.
And he gonna give off them signs.
You right. You absolutely right.
You can't be dumb. You get what I'm saying? Like, accept the nigga that's gonna take you on a date, that's gonna buy you flowers, that's gonna call you beautiful, that's gonna call you princess, that's gonna respect you, that's gonna treat you right. You with this nigga and you see how he act prior. Why did you wife this nigga?
Right.
I'ma say wife because you treat him like a bitch. This nigga got kids and he don't do shit for the kids. Bitch, you didn't see the pre-trial? The pre-trial, I'm sorry. He wasn't doing shit for the kids. He's not gonna do nothing for you. Like, nigga, his own bloodline is hungry. And you think you finna get some Chanel? Bitch, no. Like, you need to start thinking. Like, I don't understand what's wrong with y'all.
Nah, I feel that.
That be the nigga that everybody's going for because the nigga got dreads. Because the nigga look like he driving a nice car.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's deeper than that. I'm gonna tell you why it's deeper
Not for
than that,
women.
right?
Not for
Nah.
women.
I'm gonna tell you why it's deeper than that for the women, bro. Women love the chase. They love the challenge. They love the project. They want to feel like, oh, I could fix that. I could change that.
They do.
He
They
gonna
do.
be different from me.
They do.
That's an ego thing. I'm so
That's a
this,
foolish
and
thing.
that.
That's a
I'm
foolish
gonna
thing.
make him do this, or yeah, nah. Well, he did that with all these other women. He not gonna do that with me because I'm different. And then they end up stuck chasing the same thing that these other women was chasing, thinking the same. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I'm different. And it's not to say that they not different. It's just like, come
If
on,
a nigga
man.
don't have his shit together and he don't have
You
no
gotta
morals,
believe what a
you
man
not
show you,
changing that
bro.
shit.
You
Like,
gotta believe, yo, cause this is, yo, I was taught this at a young age, bro. A man is only as good as his word. You gonna say what you mean what you say, and what you say you gotta do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, you really gotta be what you say you are. That's all you got. And it's like, if you can't realize that if a man is showing you something that you don't like, that's what it is, but you let him sweet talk you into something else.
Now, I got
can't
another
help you.
question
I
that
can't
kind of
help you.
pans off to that.
Okay.
Do you think that it's important for niggas to know how to cook?
I have a personal bias against that, and I'll say yes. Here's why I say it's important that niggas know how to cook. Because me personally, I need to be with a woman who could cook, but not because I can't, but because I want my woman to be able to cook.
But that's not the question, though.
Okay, so the question, is it important for a nigga to know how to cook? I think yes, because you don't need to be relying on nobody else to feed you all the time. If you, like, really think about it, right? If you really don't know how to get up in that kitchen and make a little something, if your woman decide, yo, I'm not cooking. If your lady get tight at you or she away on a trip, whatever, yo, I'm not cooking. I'm not here. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Takeout is cool and all, but I just feel like cooking is a basic skill that everybody needs to kind of know.
I
Men
felt that.
included. You feel me?
I've been around.
And
I've been around a few niggas though. That's like, yo, I leave that up to my girl.
Nah,
you feel me? I
nah,
do the work.
I'm
I
sorry.
do this. I do that.
I'm sorry,
And
bro.
I
can't
it
co-sign
baffled
that.
me a little
I
bit
can't
because I
co-sign
just feel like you gotta take care of yourself, nigga.
Yeah,
You
that's
get
what I'm saying. You a
Like,
grown man, bro. Like, you gotta know how to make yourself a little meal. And how about this, right? If you dealing with a young lady, if you're dealing with a lady, cook her a little dinner every now and then. Like, at least even if she want to cook for you every night, at least give her the option to know, all right, if I really don't want to cook tonight, he got it. Like, what you doing in the kitchen lost, bro? You know what I'm saying? You don't know how to work the stove.
Now-
You don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? You don't know no recipes. That's crazy to me.
Here's another good question for you.
Okay. What you got?
feel
for
me?
What you got for me?
So, how do you feel about dating either way below your age or way above your age? Like, what is your opinion? And I'm gonna go first so you can have some time to think about it.
All right. I might need to take a shot.
Oh, God, that's why I'm like, I'm about to get good.
For this one. I'm pause for this one.
I feel like, personally, you really shouldn't be with somebody that's too far below where you are. Like, a lot of niggas ain't gonna like this, but like, let's say 25 and 20. It's close, it's not far. My issue is, at least my thing, everybody got their own opinion.
Right.
But she can't buy you no papers. She can't buy no grabber. She can't get into the club. Like, she hasn't experienced certain freedoms
Okay.
that she's experienced maybe with other people.
Okay.
Because she's only used to doing it with other people.
Right.
So it's just like, imagine a girl that you know, she probably could be alcoholic in 2-3 years, but she's limited to being able to access to alcohol. So let's just say now you with her and she drinking every day. You get what I'm saying? Oh, motherfucker, this shit. She drinking every day. You get what I'm saying? And my fault. I be feeling everything. But you get what I'm saying? I'm like, but she drinking every day. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Now that she's by herself, she like, yo, I don't gotta wait for this nigga.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Now she's like, yo, I'm not only am I lit, but I'm trying to go to the club.
Okay.
Not only am I high, but I'm trying to go outside.
Right.
So it's like, me personally, I feel like you don't really get that full experience until you're after 21. Like, I don't really care when a bitch say, I'm sorry, I'm trying to change that. When a woman say,
I said it now.
I'm crying. When a woman say, I don't go out, I don't go to clubs, and they 19, 20. You can't go to clubs.
Right.
They ain't finna let your ass in.
Thank you.
You get what I'm saying?
Thank
so you telling me this now doesn't mean nothing later, because it's like you couldn't get in even if you wanted to.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Tell me this when you 23. Tell me this when you 24. When you had the option to go,
right,
and you chose not to go. When you had the option to be one of them twerk your ass in a circle bitches, but you chose to be home.
What I will
Netflix.
say about that, in terms of let's pivot to speaking about dating younger. You have to understand that there's just certain life experiences, there are certain mental developments that they just haven't gone through
yet,
and they have to go through them. So it's like, even if you get with somebody and they freshly 21, 22, and you may be 25, 26, 20, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to kind of understand that you're always going to be in a different space mentally. And that can be a challenge. That can be a barrier between the two of y'all. My best advice, always check maturity, and it's always better to date somebody who's not only mentally but physically around your same age.
See, but this is what
I'm not even
No, you right, my fault, but this is what just makes it hard, and I just want to say this, is because nowadays y'all have to understand that, like, the younger generation is looking a lot more mature than we were.
Okay.
But that does not mean that they are as mature that we were when we were 20.
I mean, and that's what I'm gonna say about that is, you can't always look. It's not just like, okay, I get it. Physical attraction is gonna normally be the first thing that gets you to start speaking to somebody. But, and yo, this is a PSA for the guys too. When it comes to physical attraction, it don't stop there, bro. You don't like a girl because you think she look good. You don't like her. I promise you that you do not like a girl because she look good. You think she look good, so it's attracting you to her. You gotta really start vetting, not even vetting them, like asking them questions, but yo, have real conversations and see if their personality, see if their mindset, see if their mental development is at a place that's compatible.
Lust and love is two different things.
100%.
You feel me?
100%.
It's completely two different things.
100%.
Whether y'all believe it or not, like, every girl that you meet is not meant to be somebody for you to keep.
Let's talk about what lust means, because everybody think lust is just
Hold on
purely
real quick.
sexual.
Let me say that one more time.
Yeah, for sure.
Every girl that you
meet
meet is not meant for you to keep.
Thank you.
Just because you meeting her, she giving you play, she giving you attention, it does not mean that she is meant to stay in your life forever.
100%.
It might just mean that she's maybe there to teach you something or to show you something.
Right.
Or for you to be like, yo, I had a good time, but I would never wife a bitch like this. Now, you gotta move on and think to myself, like, yo, I already experienced this. How many times, like, hold on, let me sit up. How many times can you experience having sex with a girl that got a fat ass? How many times can you experience having sex with a girl that got big titties? How many times can you experience having sex with a girl that got good head? How many times can you experience having certain things with certain women to where it's like, okay, I know what I like and I know what I want. At some point, you're just abusing your power. You not lit.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, a man that's not insecure, realistically, he knows what he want and he gonna stick by that.
Right.
A lot of these celebrities, which y'all
It's a
forget,
standard thing.
a lot of these
You
celebrities
saying.
is insecure. You wanna know why? Because they in the industry. They got a lot of competition. Yeah, they got hella kids because every time they get around somebody that they don't want to let go of, they got enough money to afford having a kid with them. So to boost their ego, they get her pregnant. So no matter what, this is his baby moms. You feel me? This is like an award. In Hollywood, collecting baby moms is like a trophy to niggas, because it's just like, it don't even matter if I don't want to be with her, if I take care of the kids or whatever the case may be. It's a trophy.
Right.
It's Hollywood. In real life,
let me tell y'all something.
hold on, wait. In real life, if you cannot afford to take care of one kid, do not have more.
That's the point I was about to make. You is not these celebrities. Stop having multiple baby mamas. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. You cannot afford them. Okay, you cannot deal with them. Forget afford. You cannot deal with them at all. You don't need multiple baby mamas in this life. Like, avoid that at all costs. You don't need none, to be honest with you. To be very honest with you, baby mama culture, baby dad culture, like, you don't need to even be involved in that. So if you're not there already, take this as a warning. Stay away from that. Get you a girl. Y'all go get married. Have a wife who has your kids. You don't need to have no baby mom. I'm going to tell you that right now. You don't need to have multiple baby moms. I promise